One, two, one, two. One, two. Is this good, babe? All right. Like,
Welcome, friends and family, to our AI training. This is the beginning of the future and the beginning for your life to be changed and transformed. I am your host, your friend Perez New Flow, known in the metaverse world, and we're excited to be here today. Thank you for all those tuning in. As you see, we just have a little um, aesthetics and presentations so you could get into the energy of technology and the future. This is our second training that we're hosting here from the Red Planet out in space. So we are coming live from planet Mars. Yay! I get some claps over there. So I'm excited for this today. Um, so we're gonna begin with a quick introduction um, to our new um, features. It's already a year in. It's called Chat GPT. You can transition over. Um, and we want to be able to at least get you a little bit um, acquainted with this tool. I know there's a lot of things that we are hearing online that we are um, getting from different sources, but we want to be able to get up to date with some of my friends. They are following us, and they do want to be part of this new revolution that is happening right now with ChatGPT is one of these platforms, and with all the AIs. Okay, so as you see in the background, we're gonna get right into the first introduction. When you open your account, there's two accounts that you open. I mean, there's one account that you open. Those that have not gotten this information yet, once you go to openai.com, this will quickly give you access to their service from openai.com. Is that you register your email and you go into some of the tools. When you have the pay subscription, you get upgraded to other amazing tools. And today I'm going to teach you some of these tools that you're going to be able to understand and help you in your business, help you at your home. You know, there is multiple things that you could be able to interact and being able to use, play, learn. So this tool has the capacity to do it all and everything. It's just the art of prompting is the language prompting in order to get it to extract from it or get from it what you need, either for your work, for your home, or for your school. You know, so it's a lot to try to put into perspective. Can I have- You know, and just this, I'm gonna do a 40-minute course today. Um, then later on, we have other courses. We also do. If you want private sessions, we do private sessions. We also do for your work, for your job, your work, your business. We also do some marketing strategies, and also we do some advising in reference to which AI. There are so many of them that I use GPT. That is the most advanced right now platform that is in the market. There's many others like Gemini is the one from Google. We got Llama, that is the one from Facebook. We got Anthropic. We have Perplexity. There's many others large language models that you could utilize depending of your needs that you have. These tools, you will be able to understand them a little better. I have my assistant and my right hand, my wife Angelica, that she will be the prompter. She will be the prompter engineer for me. I'll give the commands, and she will go right ahead and put it interact with the computer. So just bear with us, because sometimes trying to do this, it gets a little complicated, when you don't practice for this. We do everything spontaneous at the moment, and we just grow together in this process. So I don't know if you want to say something on the mic real quick, say hello, you know. No, just introduce yourself, you know.
Hello, hello.
So you can follow us on social medias. Perez New Flow. It's my Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on X. Also, we have our Facebook account. I also have my website, helptechguide.com, that you could also reach out to us there and communicate and see some of the projects that we are working on. This is just the beginning. We're just getting started.
Hello, hello. Blessings. Thank you for joining us. And please feel free to share this video and tag your loved ones or people you care for that would be interested in learning a little bit of our open AI.
Amen. All right, so let's get right big. Sorry that I use apologize that sometimes my language with my church language gets mixed up in this. Yeah, we saying amen. We apologize for that. It's not intentional. It just happens. When you are constantly you say amen to everything, so it's just like it's not. But we will try to better communicate with you, our friends. Feel free to have any questions. You are more than welcome. This is also being streamed through Facebook. It's not being streamed through um, being streamed to YouTube, not through Facebook. Through my channel, Beyond Reality Technologies. There's we don't have I don't have many books loaded yet, but we will continue to upload book. Remember, this is the time if you're trying to get into the podcasting and to the e-commerce, that is the digital market where you sell, when you promote yourself. We would try to understand a little bit the blockchain. What is the blockchain, and how this work, and how this digital world is gonna unfold right before our eyes. It's unfolding and is going forward. So let us begin real quick. As you're looking at my background, we have here and this way. Here the logo. This is the logo of ChatGPT. Remember, it's free, and you have a month pay subscription that is amazing. And I'm gonna show you why it's just so amazing. So this is the logo. So if you don't see this logo, do not go for it. There's other people who are using the platforms or the API of ChatGPT to run their large language model or the automated system. So what that means is that AI or ChatGPT gave companies and gave developers and writers and engineers access to use the LLMs, large language models, so they could be able to create their product and sell it to the public and to the people. Talking about, you got millions and billions of people who interact on the internet, not only for social media, but for other um, for other things. Social media is only a percent of the interaction of the World Wide Web. So they give these APIs. So the APIs, what it does, it gives them advantage of using all the major information that they have been able to feed into this technology and use it for their advantage. As you can see, to my left hand side of the platform, there you will see. I think it's a little over. You might have to my right hand. I'm sorry. What you do is go into the capture. There's a section there in the list at the bottom, sources. Look for that link that it says window capture or GPT. Hit it, and then you could grab it in the corners and shrink it a little bit. Just, huh? Yeah. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to turn the light on. It's over, see? Okay, there we go. All right, let's go. Yes, I got here my lovely VR headset from Oculus Quest 2. This is one of the tools. I know it's a gaming platform, but the vision for this VR um, tools or gadgets or technology, it's that's another course just on this little gadget right here and what they're expecting to develop with this. So yeah, okay, all right. So we continue. So if you see to my right hand side, because I'm looking, that's why to my screen the screen looks like it's to the left. So this way. All right. So you're gonna see there. That's ChatGPT, their history bar, and also your GPT's I think tab. And what are you looking at? If you can you press more? If you press more, this is was just added to the GPT platform about 3 months ago. It was about 3 or 4 months ago they added this feature to the GPT platform. What are you looking there? Is Okay, I'm waiting for it to load because I don't see it on the monitor. So because there's a delay between what we do here and what we see on the screen. So as you see there, you see these are all my GPTs that I have created in the last 4 or 5 months. What is GPTs? Well, I had spoken at the beginning about APIs, and the APIs is that GPT gives you access to their platform through coding, because you could use their code. If you know coding, that's the more higher level of computer engineering and coders, Python, the HTML, and all these other guys that create the whole software. That's a level of using GPT features. Now, GPT also created their platform so normal users like you and I, could create GPTs, and these GPTs could be programmed and designed according to what you need it for. So as you see here, I'm gonna ask Angie to read some of the GPTs that I have created. You could press them in, because as you press them in, you'll be able to see it. What is it that you get out of this GPT? And then I'll tell you also a good news that when they released this about 3 or 4 months ago, the last year in 2023, the goal was that whatever GPT it gets utilized more by the public. Because remember, now GPT made these GPTs accessible to everybody who has open AI. You'll be able to make some type of income through these GPTs, depending of the amount of users. They still haven't, from the last news I heard, they still haven't designed the way how you're gonna make money when people use your GPT, the way they're gonna pay up. But they're working a way that you'll be able to generate money every time somebody uses your GPT. So there's a good thing. If you have any question, also feel free. But let Angie at least give you some of them, because there's 31 of these GPTs that I have created in the last 5 months.
Yes, and I went ahead and I scrolled through the list,
Okay.
so they may have noticed that on the panel to your right. Um, There is Cerebra Think.
Click it. See what is
So
Celibra think.
if we click on Cerebra Think, we get the bot.
Yes.
Versatile assistant in neuroscience, computing, and quantum theory.
That's for the scientists,
Yes.
in the group.
So there's
You know?
already chat already does like 4
Questions.
questions
Yeah,
like
so
pre-already
prompts.
made. So you can already click on those. For example, it says, how does quantum theory apply to brain functions? Explain quantum computing in relation to the brain. Creative intersections between neuroscience and, we will have to click on it to see, and holistic and quantum perspective on consciousness. So we click on creative intersections between neuroscience and quantum mechanics. It's automatically going to search. It says they're searching my knowledge. And you see that little cycle, that little circle, purple circle. Once it's done, it will give you an answer. But then you also here at the bottom, if you didn't want to click on one of those 4 preset questions, here at the bottom, you can feel free to type in a question of your choice, and it would also come through.
I'm trying to shrink it real quick. Just give me 1 second. Because the camera is too large. It's covering some of the section. Okay. So what question you hit?
So I hit on one of the set questions on here.
Okay.
And the question was creative intersections between neuroscience and quantum mechanics.
Nice.
And so it automatically gave us a response. I don't know if you want me to read the whole thing, but
Just read real quick, a quick
so it says the intersection
review.
between neuroscience and quantum mechanics is a complex and intriguing area of study. The human brain, described as a lump of warm, wet matter of inordinate complexity, interesting, possesses significant challenges for quantum mechanical description due to its non-isolated, non-equilibrium nature. Despite these challenges, the brain can be viewed as a family of thermal metastable switches. I like that word, metastable. Leading to interesting implications.
Meta, you know what the word meta, right? Well, the word meta, Greek word that means beyond.
Yes. So being beyond stable switches, leading to interesting implications for quantum mechanics interpretations. That's profound. That alone, it makes me want to do other research because that's so profound. So that was part of the answer, and then you go forward and you see that. And then right here, you can continue to type in whatever question of your choice. Like if I was to ask it, what is metastable? Let's try it.
Go ahead. What I do is I copy and paste because I'm not a good typer. So I copy whatever I want from there. I highlight a copy and paste it into the line, and then I just send it. Remember, this GPT's technology does not need grammar correctness. It will fix your grammar, and it would address any discrepancies that you may have in your writing skills.
At the time, but if there is something, I don't know, this is part of your topic,
But go ahead.
that you want it to proofread,
Yes, it also proofreads.
it can
if
do that for you, and you can tell it to check grammar, proofread, and it will automatically add whatever punctuations you were missing. It will remove a word and replace the word for something to make it more professional. You tell it the tone you want it to do, but I don't want to go ahead of myself because
No, you're good. It's perfect. It's so much that we're gonna go and travel through this. Okay,
so I asked it what is a metastable, and I gave the response. The term metastable in physics and chemistry refers to a state of a physical system that is stable under small perturbations but unstable under larger ones. This means that while the system is not in its most stable, lowest energy state, it remains in its current state for a significant amount of time because it lacks enough energy to move to a more stable state. And I believe that's what our brain really is.
Yeah. I guess she's not only helping, but she's getting exposed to some new information that and I don't know if you noticed it when you start getting tapping into this information, how your brain it starts looking at things different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Your brain, you literally feel your brain being changed. A metanoia. Because metanoia is not only a biblical word, metanoia is a Greek word addressing the function and the abilities of your brain. Because we're not even talking about the mind, we're talking about just the brain that is a piece of what?
A matter.
A
It's
matter.
a wet.
A wet. Oh man,
It
telling you, we
is.
could have a Bible study on that one right
Yeah,
now.
it is a lump of warm, wet matter of inordinate complexity.
Man, forget it. After today, I'm gonna be searching some new stuff. This is one of the GPTs that I have created. How you create it, because I don't have a dictionary, right? I, you know, I, so what I did is I have been collecting books for the last 3 years, digital books, and I have about 3,000 plus books in my digital library. So GPT allows you to feed books. So from my arsenal of books that I have in my digital library, I was able to take the PDF files of these books of neuroscience. I could show you the back end of it, so you could you could see some of the books that we added, but I don't want to,
Maybe in the next training.
huh?
Maybe in the next training.
Yeah, maybe the next training I'll show you the back end so you can see, because you can see all the books that are added into the process of creating this bot or this AI tool, So let's go. Let's get another bot. Let's do 3 more so you can see some of the bots that we have here accessible, and then I'm gonna show you the millions of other bots that have been created by other users that right now are available just with $20 a month subscription.
Okay.
And then we're gonna give you a quick example how you're gonna use some of these bots, or just use GPT to start something at any level, from any age.
Definitely. So I noticed here you have one that says FCC Navigator.
Okay, click on that one.
So that's a good one because we got to get acquainted with what's FCC, right?
Correct.
Federal is the laws and regulates.
Yes.
And it says here expert in FCC ID searches and regulatory guidance. So this should be a good one. This is just to give an example of the so many vast things and information we can get.
So in order to get a better perspective, ask GPT or that bot, ask it what is the task or the job of the FCC? What is their focus on? So like that you can have a better and what she writes, I'm gonna tell you why I created this. There is laws in our country to protect us as consumers. And a lot of times we're not aware of these laws because why? Nobody really tells us. But if you go to the FCC website, it's a governmental website that gives you your consumer rights and laws about products that you buy. Let it be a laptop, let it be a cell phone. Whatever you purchase in this country has laws and policies in order for this product, to be made according to the national standards and regulations. So the purpose I created is because sometimes we get some people out there taking advantage of us because we buy a product and they force us to stay with the product because that's why they believe oh, here you bought this equipment, you bought a car, you bought a lamp, anything that is registered by the FCC. You know what I'm saying? You purchase it, you got the right to report it to the Department of FCC, and they will have investigators and they will start looking into it. Let it be a patent of a medicine that was created for something, but in reality you wasted $500 on something, and you were like, yo, like for real, like you getting me for my money. I paid for this product and you telling me, and then remember, because every company has a policy of how they present their product and how they protect themselves from other lawsuits and stuff. So that was the purpose of this. It was to inform the people how to look into patents, look into products, and so on. And let's read a little bit to see, if this is right with my when I created this bot, because I created so many bots and I haven't looked into them for a while.
So what I asked the bot, what is FCC and what is the FCC task and focus? And the response is the FCC stands for the Federal Communications Commission. is an independent agency of the United States government. It was created by the Communications Act of 1934 and is charged with regulating interstate and international communications by radio, television, wire, satellite, and cable.
Okay, so now I could better backtrack. So the purpose of that was for, you know, them TV commercials?
Infomercial?
Infomercials, they sell you, buy this and you're gonna get this, blah, 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 blah. So the FCC is in charge of dealing with those type of marketing and products. I'm sorry, I was defining some other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because this only handles
The telecommunications.
telecommunications and radio as well.
Correct.
Okay. It covers all the 50 states and the District of Columbia and the U.S. territories. Their primary task and focus are areas of the FCC include promoting competition, media responsibility, public safety and homeland security, communications infrastructure, spectrum management, consumer protection, universal service, regulatory modernization. So that I just named what each one is. I didn't read the details of them.
Gotcha.
But this is just to give you an idea of a very interesting educational bot that Mr. Perez created that is to the public, and this is all with the use of ChatGPT. You uploaded some books to
you
it.
know, that's the good thing. Now that you add that, so you could scratch whatever I said in the beginning, so we could really get to the finishing. I fed it the URL, the address of the FCC. You could feed it to ChatGPT, and GPT extracts the data.
There you go. You see that part? I didn't know. I've been there for some of the bots, but I didn't know he did that. That's amazing.
So
it allows you to do that, and then you can do this with everything else. That's just to
Yes.
give an idea of one of the multi-uses of ChatGPT. It's not only there for regular search. You can create your own bots that you want to make it easier for the audience.
yes,
And just to play with it and get more, hands-on experience with ChatGPT.
yes. Let's get another bot.
Let's get another bot. Okay, let's do
Whichever
something
one
different.
calls your attention, or you may. I want you to also the NFC. I think I got one that is NFT. In there. I have one for there. We also got for our biblical scholars.
This is from the community we live in, Newark community.
Oh yes, we got one for the new community.
He uploaded some from the community. There's very good historical information on there.
Oh yeah, click it. Let's check it out. So we could know. So you could create one for your city. I've been dreaming. I'm gonna tell you why some of these bots. As I remember why I was creating them. I always wanted to create a tour guide for Newark because Newark is such an amazing city. So I wanted to create some type of, like when you go to travel to other countries, and they have a tour guide company that they put you in a van and they take you around, blah, 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 right? And I'm giving you ideas that you could utilize to start your business. This is America. Like, America is a different plane of services and tools, So you're looking for a business. So I was like, you know what? There's no tour guide in Newark. And people are like, but what you going to do in Newark? Newark this, Newark that. If you know the history of Newark. So I found books from the history of Newark. I fed it, a lot of things about Newark and stuff. I went to all the websites that have to do with Newark Port Authority, Newark Airport, Newark Penn Station, Newark City Hall. I got all those websites.
You fed the URL?
Yes, I fed all them URLs. Plus books that I found. I went to the Newark Library. I fed at the Newark Library. Anything that I was able to get in my hands that spoke about Newark, I fed it to GPT, and I let GPT create the bot so I could have the questions that I need. Let's go.
Yes. So there's a little bit of everything here, as you can see. How can I comment?
Oh, this
on
is different.
Policies.
This is different. This bot right here. This is the.
Because I just noticed it now. Police.
Yes.
Police.
This bot is different.
Is
I have 3 bots. If I believe about 2 or 3 bots about Newark. Yes.
This is one of them, but this has to do more with the police department.
Yes. Transparency and accountability bot. Ooh, this is the. Well, you know where this one was born from?
The safety.
Yes, from the Newark City safety training that we took. So this bot is interesting. I'm having fun now.
There's I'm hovering now over the Newark historical.
Okay, but keep this real quick. Let's keep this real quick. We're
Yes,
gonna go back
yes.
to the North Historical, so you could get a why this bot was created. This bot, I created this bot because the Newark city of Newark went through some situations that they needed to address. So we took through our chaplain ministry. We went and took a training from the Newark Safety, Public Safety, and Health Department. So we took a training with the Newark Police that it was implanted by the state and also by the city of Newark. So this bot, I took all the laws from the matter of fact, I took the whole case that is posted on the website, and I fed it the whole case when Newark Police Department was sued by the state. So you could ask question, but remember, I'm talking about legal language and level of communication, because I took the case, I fed the case the whole transcript, because you could do that. You could feed a whole transcript for people who are in the legal field. You could feed a transcript to it, and that transcript could be utilized to ask questions, and it knows how to interpret law. Because remember, the bot is not only using the information I gave it, the bot is using the billions of other information it has at his disposal.
Yes.
So it's not limited by what I'm giving it. It's just using my premise of what I feed it to continue evolving. So I fed it the law, I fed it the policy, I fed it everything that had to do with policing, and then I went through my library of books, and I was looking for a book about community policing, about investigation, about law, about Superior Court, and I just fed it to it, and it built this bot.
Amazing.
Go ahead, Angie.
So, it says these are the preset questions. What are the latest MPD general orders? Explain MPD's new policy in response to the consent decree. That's on there. That's a very interesting one. If everyone that knows us locally and live in the city of Newark, feel free to interact with this bot.
Yes, I'll be posting them on my Facebook page, with a breakdown and the link so you could use it. But remember, you need to have the paid subscription to have access to it.
So the correct. And then, it's important. This is just a side note for us to be up to date with our community.
Yes.
When it comes to our safety.
It helps our community.
As part of the community and citizens of the community, and also our neighbors, our family
Yes.
members. That's just a side note.
Yes, that amazing sign.
This is interesting. Air quality guide.
Oh, you got that one. I just created that one
We
a
the
couple of weeks ago.
People.
That's
Deja vu of time. There's finance insight. That's a really good one.
click that one. Let's go to that one.
What is the purpose of the IMF? So this finance insight expanded is a supportive mentor for beginners in finance, making learning engaging and accessible. Okay, so what is the purpose of the IMF? Explain accuracy. I'm sorry. My apologies. Explain currency exchange rates simply, right? Because if we're going to travel out of the U.S.,
Yes, you don't want to go to a place where people are taking advantage of you because you don't know the currency.
Correct, because you can't use U.S. You can't just go up anywhere and utilize U.S. dollars. You have to convert U.S. Notes into their currency. So you need to know what amount are you exchanging.
Correct.
How does the World Bank support development? Help me understand global financial markets. Those are simple. But if you needed something as simple as explain to me a simple budget system. I'm not sure if that's with one of the loads, but we can try it.
Oh, you could do what view. There's no restriction. Do you see that's the amazing part as me that has been interacting with this ChatGPT platform. There is no restriction. Even when it crashes it, because it's not able to provide the information at that moment, I'm able to rephrase the question. Because remember, it's all how you communicate with it that you're able to extract from it the information you're looking for. It's not Sentinel, and that is the fear of many people. Does this think for itself? It's not in that level yet. Will it be there? Maybe down the future. Thank God that you think for yourself, right? But what I'm trying to say is that the way you interact with the AI, that's the way that it unfolds or it grows with you. So my maturity of my AI, it's already at a high level because I have fed it and I communicated with it in many and different languages. I fed it Hebrew, I fed it Chinese, I fed it Greek, I fed it Assyrian language, so all these languages that I communicate with it, because me having fun. Go ahead, Angie.
Okay, so I told it, I prompted, that's the correct language.
Correct. Yes.
I prompted this bot, teach me how to create a basic personal financial budget plan. And it says finance insight expanded. Creating a basic personal financial budget plan is a great step towards managing your finances effectively. Here's a simple guide to get you started. Assess your income would be number 1. Identify all sources of income and calculate your monthly income. So that's all your incoming money, what you get paid, if you have a side gig, child support, any other means of incoming monetary income,
Yes.
right? Number 2, list your expenses. So that's everything that you have to pay out every month. So fixed expenses, those are regular predictable costs, like you would a rent or the mortgage, a car note,
Look at that.
insurance payment, that you know that a monthly bill doesn't change. It's the same set amount, right? And then you want to variable expenses would be like your groceries, when you're dining out, because you never know if you're gonna grab something different or add on to your bill.
Babe, I'm folding over here in another level. I'm like, whoa.
And then there's
How are
periodic
you? My name is
expenses.
Sammy. Nice to meet you. Are you single?
I'm taken by an amazing
Oh, man.
man. Periodic expenses, those are here and there.
Okay.
Track and categorize. Use a tracking method. Record all expenses. Rather it be with if you like people that still like to handwrite things, you can use a
Okay.
planner, a budget planner.
There you go.
If you use digital, you can create your own, or you can download some from Notion. There's templates on there. You can go to Canva or buy it from any platform on Etsy. That there's people that create it and sell it on Etsy, etc. Analyze. There's apps also. I'm sorry, that you can download. Analyze your spending. Compare income and expenses. Identify areas to cut back.
Look at that. This is just a bot, that I was able to create with information. Remember, this is not my information. I fed books of financing. These are professional financiers, people who have created these systems, and you could ask for graphs. As a matter of fact, let's tell them to create a graph for you of welcome. How you doing, bro? How's it, man? Good, man. I see right here. You could open the eye real quick. Go to the, if you need Wi-Fi, you have a computer. There's a computer in that bag. You want to take it out? You could set it up real quick. Okay. So and what I did was, when I fed this I fed this information, it took it upon itself to create the whole data needed for these type of questions.
Correct.
So,
But in case you didn't have the paid subscription, as long as you know what you're prompting into ChatGPT, you can also get a lot of this information.
yes, definitely. Yes,
it might
there
not
is.
be exactly the same.
Yes.
But you can also tell it to graph it for you, like make a table.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attempt that prompt.
Go ahead. What's the prompt you're attempting?
So you wanted it to graph a
Okay,
table?
yes, create a graph. So what you could do is to better extract it, tell it, I have $1,000 budget that I need to I guess create, right? And then you could ask from that level. Do I have to, is that there? Yeah, no, that's not it. I hope I have it, because check this other pocket right here. Yep, that's part of it. That's what's missing, the other part. It's missing one more part. Okay, there you go. You got a plug right behind here. There's a plug. If you got to move, or behind you over here. So where you at? Right? Oh, we could see right there. Ooh, look at that. There you go. Yeah, there you go. You see, the more detailed you are when you are requesting these prompts, it accommodates to your language, because it could dream. Remember, it's this artificial intelligence. It has the capability to dream beyond mental capacity, because it's dealing with thousands and thousands of information that the makers of OpenAI fed to the system. But if you wanted to focus particularly to something in your field of work or lifestyle, you could program it to work in that style.
Okay, so I gave it a prompt. I have $1,000 income budget. Card note is $200. Wouldn't we wish, huh? I don't believe we get that anymore.
No, not no more.
The rent is $200.
But money's coming. Money's coming. People don't understand. There's a new market being created right under our feet, right under our noses. We just got to get in, tap into it, and we'll be able to, trickle some of that money that is flowing in the air right now,
Yes.
literally.
So this is my budget. Car note is 200, rent is 200, groceries is 100, and I would like to save 100.
Ooh.
This is just simple for it to create a graph or a table. I asked it create a graph or table to give me a breakdown of this budget, include the math to show the subtractions and how much what I have left over. So it's basically you're telling it to do it all for you
Look at that.
while you're typing it in, and you're not
Yes.
really using your hands at the moment to draft it out yourself.
Yes.
Here's the graph, personal financial budget breakdown. It gives you the percentage. So out of $1,000, 20% goes to the car note, 20% to the rent, 10% to groceries, 10% to savings. I still have
So just
40%
open Google browser and go to
left
OpenAI.
over. Then
Look.
it gave me, from 1 to 4 with the numbers. And it gives me a break. After allocating funds for these expenses, you have $400 left over. This amount is the remainder of your income after covering your specified expenses and savings. So it gave me a pie chart because I did ask for like a graph kind of. But if you want it to be more specific, you can tell it to create a table.
Yes.
But this is just to give you more or less how we used this particular bot in ChatGPT.
Okay, good. I'm over here impressed because I made the bot and she's magically
I like the topic.
prompting into it. But okay. Well, remember, it's a logical system, so you could communicate with it, and it understands emotions. AI understands your emotions if you tell it what type of emotion. Tell them I'm a little worried. Let's prompt like this. Let's say I'm a little worried. I'm a little tight this month, and extra bill came up. What suggestion you give me to be able to either create new income or save money? Because we just had a health situation that is requesting me to put more money into that. So let's help me, because it knows how to counsel you everything, people. This is not Google. This is beyond Google's abilities and information power. Yes, type in OpenAI and look for GPT. How can I be able to budget this or manage, this financial situation at this moment? Because some of us need that extra advice. Some of us are afraid to tell people that, what, this month is tight. Because and I'm gonna show you a way that you could be able to deal with a lot of your income problems. AI is gonna help you how to communicate, because everything's about communication. That's the future. The future is about communication, how we communicate, how we speak, and how we deal with certain plans, or financial problems. Okay, you could log in because it's available. Mine is already registering. Just press Google. Then later on, you could do one on your phone. You could download it to your phone because they have the app on your phone, the first one. There you go. Make sure it's the right logo, because there's a couple of them that have similar logo. So make sure it's that right logo. Okay, talk to me, Angie. Where we at?
So it is actually giving advice.
Okay.
Managing a tight budget, especially when faced with unexpected health expenses, can be challenging, but there are strategies you can use to navigate the situation. And then it gives a breakdown, a numerical order. Review and adjust your budget, prioritize expenses, reduce non-essential spending. So I'm pretty sure if I would have added more
Correct.
to the budgeting that I had there before, like let's say streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, etc.
Yes, yes,
And I would have added other leisure and pleasure type of
yes.
things on
Because it
there.
knows math.
It would have given you a better breakdown of what, or you could also prompt it and it will advise what to, what expenses to try to cut off.
Definitely.
Explore health expense management, payment plans, generic medication, community resources. Look at that. I love that.
Mm.
Because not only going based by your budget, it's telling you what
Yes.
other things you could look into.
Mm-hmm.
Emergency fund, increased income, temporary
You get
side
the YouTube
jobs,
channel, and you can watch it there too. If you could watch too.
financial assistance and negotiation, manage debt wisely, plan for recovery, seek professional advice, and then it's giving you a remembrance. Your health is a priority. While financial concerns are important, your health should always come first. Communication is key. Stay positive.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. So that's just on the side of finances. This is one of the bots, right? This is the
One of the bots.
one of the bots. Which name of this bot is?
This one is basic personal financial.
That I was able to create through GPT. Like I had spoken at the beginning, because OpenAI gives you the power to open your own AI bot. You don't have to be a coder, because they have APIs too. If you're a coder, you could use their API to create your own website, your automated system, because you could implement this. The way that this is going, well, let me give you a heads up. If you didn't know, GPT-5 is already in the making. It might be released sometimes in the summer. So just imagine if we have so much already in our hands with GPT-4, imagine what 5 is going to be able to do. That you're gonna be able to. I don't even have the thoughts yet of the things, because I could do so much now with this AI. Imagine with the new ones, and we're gonna show you real quick. Get one more bot, and then I'll try to go to the beginning somehow to introduce you to the other tools from GPT. So find another bot. Like I said, I got 31 bots that I created myself from the 3,000 books that I have. So you could feed the book to it. We're gonna create a bot here, real quick. Show you how you create your own bot. This is with the $20 paid subscription. I'm sorry, what was your name again? Trey. Okay. Okay. I will forget now. I've been working for him. It's about my coworker. We've been for how many years now? Been like about more than 12, right? About 9 years. So I'm glad you made it out here. Thank you. At least you made it. That's the key. I'm happy you did. Oh, all right. But you see, that's determination, man.
That's it.
And I know with this tool is definitely it's gonna equip you, and it's gonna help you do stuff that you couldn't be able to accomplish in the frame of time. With GPT, you could have it working for you while you even sleep. Because that's the future of technology. While you sleep, this is working for you. Sending mail, reading emails. I'm going to show you another tool that we're going to implement. So you could utilize for your emails, for your drive, for your pictures. Google has done an amazing job. I got to give it to Google right now, even though this is not a Google platform, GPT. But Google has changed their whole infrastructure, and it's more eco-friendly. Now you don't have to be dragging and looking, going through there with their AI bar. We're gonna go into that one when we're done here with GPT,
Okay.
and you're gonna see request books, request certain emails, write me an email, send this email. You know what I'm saying? Letters and everything that is professionally. Okay, for the last prompt before we get out of this bot, let's say that I'm delayed, right? Let's say I have a situation where my car payment is gonna be a little late. We're going to ask AI to write a letter to our financing company, whatever.
I'm gonna go back to the finance.
Oh, you left that
I
bot
left it
already?
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go back to the conversation. Don't go back. Because remember, the conversations, they get registered to the...
Yeah, it's here.
The conversation is still there.
I'm hovering over the title, so I don't have to go back to the bot.
Correct.
Particularly, because on here it records the most recent conversation.
Correct.
So I click on it again, and it takes me right back to that conversation.
You're going to be able to see it because you have the same GPT, so you're going to see the conversation there if you tap into it.
Okay, so on here you wanted to ask?
Yeah, tell her, this month I'm late on my payment, my monthly payment. There is a way that, tell GPT, I'm writing to my car financial company that I'm delayed on a payment, for them to excuse me, and write them a letter to address to them. How can I write them a letter? Because remember, it's all about the way you request the prompt. Prompt is the language. It creates. We could put create. We could say email it. We could say correspondence. You could say response. You know, do that. My grammar is horrible, so all my texts now get processed through AI. Boom! I take my text, copy and paste, check my grammar, or what's the other one? Check my proofread documents. You know, we're gonna show you a way that you could feed your whole. Let's say you got a contract. You got a $200 contract from a new business plan, and you don't know the ins and outs. You could feed it to it. You'll be like, can you summarize this whole contract for me? And you focus on the stipulations? Can you focus on the policies? How much I'm gonna make out of this at the end? And it will do the math for you. You could tell it, well, they telling me it's $1 million contract, you know, but how much of that money can I make? Can I put in my pocket? And how much money of that money I have to invest it into salaries, equipment, you know, and so on. And correct, prompting, requesting. Yes, this is one of the bots that I created. This is, bro, this is beyond. Like I'm over here like trying to scream at people like, yo, get on this. This is really what you've been looking for. You've been like, man, I'm been stagnant. I don't know what to do. I got all this work that needs to be done. This is gonna help you at least inspire you or motivate you. But let me give you a little background. We haven't not innovated nothing greater than the cell phone was created, and the cell phone already been about almost 30 years, right? Since the cell phones were released. And they say ever since then, no new innovation has been put in the hands of people. And sad to say that we have cell phones and we don't even use cell phones to the max. All we do is text, social media, and gaming, and call. And there's more to a cell phone than just social media. But that's what some people have, you know, uses. So people making money out of their cell phone home, just investing, you know, sending documents, files. So when AI was released back in 2022, November 2022, that was when I was able to get exposed to it, because it's only been a year and some change that AI has been open to the public. AI been on for years, you know, because AI is pretty much like algorithms. You know, that, you know, it reads your process of things. Well, when this is released, it's given to the public to play with it. That's why there's some concerns and fears, because you're giving such a powerful tool to people that could have bad intentions with it. You know, but it said, but if we don't do it, you know, Sam Altman, Elon Musk, these guys who have created, CEO of Microsoft, CEO of Google, you know, but if we stop creating because we are worried about people misusing this technology, we got other countries who are at the race too, trying to create their own AIs. So either we manage this properly, we regulate it to some degree, but we continue evolving. Because if you let it go, somebody else is going to beat us at this game. This is a dog-eat-dog world. You know, I know, you know, we want to live on the principles, but when you're dealing with billions of humans on Earth, hundreds of companies, millions of tech companies evolving every day, you have to be on this every day. There's no sleep to this situation that's going on before us. Other worlds are developing. Other countries also want a part of this cake. And we are the first ones. No other country. China doesn't have AI to their residents. India don't have AI to their residents. You know, when you look, because remember, it's an infrastructure that we have built for years. We got Wi-Fi. We got, you know, you need internet, you need power. And some of these countries still haven't developed that type of technology or income. We got cell phones. We got tablets. We got laptops. We got PCs. We got smartwatches. And all this stuff is going to be run on the AI power, you know, and we will go into that. Go ahead, babe.
Okay, so it created the letter.
Oh, we got a letter in for the finance company,
Yes.
right? Let me
So
read it real quick. Not so
the
much.
prompt is, this month I am late on my car note monthly payment. Write me a letter with an apology tone to the financial department advising of the delay. So that's another thing when prompting. You can tell it what tone
Yes.
you want it to be like. If it's heart,
Angry,
warm,
upset,
angry, upset,
yes.
Direct. If you want
Persuasive,
correct.
you know.
So you tell it what tone you would like for the letter to be, and specifically what's the purpose of the letter. So an apology letter to the financial department regarding the delay in your car payment. Of course, the basics of when you create a letter. your name, your address, email, phone number, date.
Yes, because it created the whole structure.
Yes, the financial department's information, and then dear finance department's contact person. I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing to inform you of a delay in my monthly car payment, which is due for the month. I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause, and I am committed to resolving this matter as soon as possible. That's something that I myself would not think of writing in a letter. I would have just say, hey, I'm sorry, I'll get back to you next month. But because we were already speaking about health issues on the previous prompts, it took from that also, and it added it to this letter.
Yes,
within
it does.
the second prompt.
Yes, because you don't have to be so detailed. If you're already, the conversation is already at play, it takes from the previous conversation to address things in that manner.
But let's say that after you created the letter, you notice that and you don't want to mention it, you can tell it to rewrite it, removing either that paragraph, like paragraph number 2, or remove the health situation. It'll rewrite it, removing that.
Yes.
If you feel like this letter is too long, you can also ask it to shorten it.
Yes, shorten the letter, yes.
Okay, so it does say here, due to unforeseen circumstances related to a health issue,
This is just basic.
I find myself in a temporary financial hardship this month. The situation was unexpected and has affected my ability. Because, you know, of course, with writing letters, you want to make sure you're thorough with the information you're giving.
Yes.
Etc. So just to give you the basics and not to read, to take from your time. But there it is.
There is that. Okay, one more bot, so then we could create a bot, and then we do bar. If any questions you have, feel free, you know.
I was caught in between legal eagle and air quality.
And air quality. Well, air quality, I'm going to tell you why air quality, because we really don't want to get into that one right now, because this is more into science. Remember, I'm creating bots. It's 31 of them. It's 31 bots that I have created. My own bots. Register when you see the name of the maker, you know, you see my name, Samuel Perez, right at the bottom of these bots. You know, I was thinking about people's needs and problems, how to solve them, because we living in a world right now that everybody wants to charge you for everything, and we have situations right now financially that we are going through some stuff. But what about if I have a tool that it could help me solve some of these problems? You'd be like, but what you're talking about, that don't fix problem. But it helps you how to deal with the problem in a better way. Or even, let's say you want to bargain. You need somebody to bargain for, because you don't know how to bargain. You could tell it, well, this guy's trying to sell me an Oculus for $400. I don't have the money. Can you create a monologue of how can I convince him to sell it for cheaper? A monologue. It's a back and forth conversation with the seller. You be tell like the seller is John, and it will create the monologue. So I was creating these bots in order to address this type of field. You know, I even went and created a Tesla bot. You know why? Because Elon Musk, all his patents are open patents. So all his electrical charging stations, all these patents that he has out there right now, and I know people are not happy with Elon and his cars right now due to the weather condition, but that's just problems looking for solutions. That when you understand that there's a problem and you could solve the solution, you get on the market. So I'm going to tell you what the solution I came with. Because I was seeing some of the videos. People were, oh, look at the problem with electric cars. You cannot open the door. I said, that's amazing. I got home a 3D machine. I could create, I could design, I could tell GPT, design for me a plastic cover for the for the Tesla car that covers the door handle, because remember, it's just a button, and it won't get frozen with the water. So a little cover with a door, you know. So I tell it, design it for me. I could tell it, give me the coding, you know, because it knows schematics, it knows how to read sketches, it knows how to read CAD. CAD is one of the major blueprint software, and it could read blueprints. I could tell it to create for me this design. I design on Blender, I feed it back into the PC, and I could print it at home with my 3D printer, and I have a solution to the problem. Do not see problems as a wall. See problem as a step to go to your next level. Oh, this is hard. It's good to be hard. My brother always told me, if it was easy, everybody would have been doing it. You know, it's not easy having a dealership with 300 cars and 7, 8 customers with you have to sell, you have to take care of. You have to know how to manage it, and this will help you how to manage better. So pick any of the other bots and we'll go into it.
So air quality or legal eagle?
Well, the air quality came because I bought a machine. I went to Temu. Temu, is it? Right here. I got it right here. So I went to Temu. And I bought this little air quality gadget because, you know, where I work, I'm concerned with the air quality. You know what I mean? So Those are letters and numbers that I don't even know how to read. So I bought the gadget. It was not expensive. It was like, I think like $8 or $9, very cheap, right? You would think that thing is like $300. It reads air quality. No, there's a lot of products out there. They're very non-expensive that you could find. The only thing is that you have to break from your traditional shopping experience, and you have to search. You cannot be afraid. This is not time to be afraid with technology. This is time to be proactive and be informed. You know, you cannot wait for the sign. You cannot. The writing is on the wall already. You know, you have to move into this wave. So I was like, I don't know how to read this. So the good thing about the GPT, the phone app, the phone version, you could take pictures of stuff because it has ability to read images. So what I did was I took a picture of the screen of the air quality reader, and I fed it. And I was like, I don't understand these terms. Can you break it down for me? So the conversation got to be a couple of conversations down, and it broke down each of those acronyms, what it is, how does it work, what does it function, what does it mean? Because I'm not an air quality guy. So what I did, through my book software, I went and started looking for books about air quality. So I found amazing books. I didn't know air was such a big thing. I know that we're trying to, here in America, we're trying to find new ways to clean the air. The air quality I heard in India is bad. Like, if you do some research, you understand that we have the best air quality pretty much around the world, other than the Amazons. America has, even though we have pollution, we got C2Os and all this carbon emission, we still have the air pollution situation. But as we see, this air quality situation is a big thing. I'm giving you ideas on how to start your next business. What you mean? Well, you could open an air quality business. It doesn't got to be everybody on Instagram. Doesn't got to be everybody on YouTube. You could find a way to buy these products and help people how to have best air quality in your house. A quick suggestion. How do you have good air quality? You could open up a company cleaning AC vents. But we stop there. Go ahead.
So another bot or?
Yeah, get another bot. So the air quality, I fed it at least 7 or 8 books about the study of air. This is deep stuff. You could go to the bot. If you need access to these bots, you need the pay subscription, and you could go to the links, and you could have access to any of these bots are available for you to use them and talk to them.
And it's located in the store on ChatGPT.
Yes,
correct?
it's also located in the ChatGPT store. You want to show that real quick? The store. Go to the store.
Where's the store?
We got 30 more minutes, and then we're done. The store is right there where it says Explore GPTs. Hit that tab. Once you hear Explore GPT, you will see there all the GPTs that, like I said, this just opened up 2 weeks ago. They created a store that you'll be able to get paid how many people use your bot.
You could search, right? You could search. It says search public GPTs.
Right there. There you go. You see that?
And then it gives you featured.
Scroll down, but you can break it down as usual.
There's trending. So there's featured, there's trending. And then there's the tab where it says see more. And then there's by ChatGPT. GPTs created by the ChatGPT team. Like DALL-E, that's one of my faves for now.
Oh, yeah, we're going to see DALL-E in action. That stable diffusion. Let me break that down, because AI, it's like saying car makers. That's the major term. Each company created their own AI, but there's different levels of these AI features. DALL-E is a stable diffusion text to image. So we could show you that in action. Let's go into that bot. This is GPT's bot, but you got access to it with your bot. GPT gives you people could utilize it.
The paid subscription.
With the paid subscription, correct. But when you use one of the bots that you create, that feature is also added to your bot. And coding too. I'm gonna show you some coding. People that are interested in starting to do their code so they could create their own websites, and so
just
on.
Notice how here it says by chat and it mentions all they have.
Mm-hmm.
But DALL-E specifically has their own tab down here. transform your ideas into amazing images, and then it gives you all the other
Correct. Because what
bots
they
with
did
that,
is they created bots with that
with
Dolly
that Dolly. Correct.
features.
So I'm gonna go here where it says Dolly.
Or hot rods, that's amazing too. The hot rods on bot, that's cool. What you want to do first, the hot rod or the?
We said Dolly.
Let's do Dolly first. All right, then we do hot rods because hot rods is hot too. But I tell you, I don't sleep. People don't know Canva. I love Canva because that's why I do all my graphic designs, all my promotions. You could tell it. I need a flyer this week. I have a birthday party. Make me a flyer for my 3-year-old daughter. Boom, real cool. Pam, pam, pam. We'll create in 3 seconds. You have a flyer.
All
Okay,
right, back
pick
to
a prompt.
Dolly. So let me turn your imagination into imagery, is what it says here.
Okay.
So we're gonna give it a prompt. You can think about anything and everything. Just type it in there,
Yes.
and you'll see what it comes up
And
with.
the more detailed, the better. You have a dream. You dream something. You want to see how your dreams will look
Oh,
if
yeah.
it was in real.
I've done that, yeah.
You could do that. This technology is gonna have the power to read your dreams. Babe, you got a prompt idea? You got one? You want to give us one? It could be about anything and everything. Let's start basic stuff. Give me the image of a Rolex watch with diamonds. Every image that you see, I'm gonna start posting next week. I'm gonna start posting images, and you're gonna see every image that I post is AI generated. That's called stable diffusion. And my AI, it's so advanced already because it has matured with me for the last year and some change. So my images come different. The more details you add to your image, the better it is. And there's many more other platforms that do this type of abilities. But AI, OpenAI, GPT, Dolly is one of the most advanced one.
There you have
Look
it.
at that. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Your new watch. What you put? What you got? You got a prompt there too? Let me see. Let me see. Oh wow. Oh, he's wow. Man, check this one out. This one looks nice. You could request you want a female. You could say put it on a person. I'm telling you, because remember, the more you interact with it, the better you adapt and you grow with it, because it grows with you. You could just cannot be afraid. You have to be like, yo, let me check this out. Like I said, with the phone, I take pictures of stuff. I go around. Like my conversations are like, I got to be deleting conversations, even though they're not giving you a space restriction. But you know what I'm saying? I take pictures of stuff and I request things and I conversate. Okay, we did a Rolex. Okay, we said it. Look at that. You could use that to advertise your watch. You open your own watch images over here. I got these watches for sale. Images, NFTs. You could create your own NFTs, right? What was NFT, right? The big thing with NFT, that AI took NFT out of the picture? Everybody wanted NFTs. But what happened? NFT, huh? Yes, you did. What was the problem? Or the NFT only designers will be able to create NFT, tokens, right? They were tokens. They were digital tokens. So if you're not a graphic designer, right? How can you create your own NFT? So these guys were creating NFTs and they were I got my NFT account. I have NFT pictures because I do graphic designs, but my designs are not that amazing. Matter of fact, babe, tell Dolly to create for me an NFT with this watch, with this Rolex watch. Create an NFT for me, because that's what NFT is. NFT is what you could say, to break it down easy, because I'm not a complicated person. I just get into a lot of things, but I like things simple. My brain don't work that advanced, so I needed to know it like to the minimum definition. I don't need the language. I just talk to me in a way that I understand it. So NFT is the art that is unique and you only have it. So you take it into these blockchains and you mark it with a copyright number, so like that nobody else could take that and duplicate it or plagiarize it.
Well, ask it to create me an NFT with this Rolex watch, and it says creating an NFT non-fungible token
Mm-hmm.
involves several steps beyond just generating an image. And then it gives you the process that is involved with creating the NFT. You
Okay.
need to select a blockchain, create a digital wallet,
Correct.
minting the NFT, paying for gas. It requires a transaction on the blockchain.
Correct. Well,
Yeah.
that pay, well, if you go to gas stations, some gas stations got a bitcoins machines that you could buy bitcoins in the airport. If you go by the airport, Newark Airport, there is bitcoins ATMs that you could purchase them, and you'd be like, but what do I need that? Because remember, currency is changing. So I got like about 4 digital wallets. I'm in the blockchain already. I'm interacting. I got stuff in the blockchain already. I've been doing this already for at least 7 or 8 years that I've been playing around with the blockchain. I'm not in it like that, but I already know how to manage it. So just give me a concept of it. Because it's all how you ask the image. I just want a image concept of this. Just image concept, because it's looking for the official NFT. Like I said, you have to register in the blockchain, so like that would be considered an NFT. So it's a unique image that nobody else could duplicate it, because you have the code to that original piece. That's what NFT is. So these guys were out there making these images and posting them, and you're like, man, can I buy one? $300 for an image? I get it $199 and Google gets them for free. Like, what you talking about? How that works?
Beautiful. You'll see it
Oh,
soon.
it's not here yet. That's not fair. She got it before us.
I get to see it real time. You guys gotta wait for the delay.
Yeah, you have to wait for the delay. There's a delay from the YouTube to the
I love
stream.
this.
Look at that. That's an NFT right there. A concept of NFT. Hit it, babe. Tap into it so we can get large. And remember, you have rights. GPT gives you right to all these images are yours. They're not online. Nobody has them. Whatever you generate through them, it's unique. Nobody could get it. Nobody could find it. You cannot Google it, search it, or duplicate it, because this is computers generating this. This is not even human generating. This is a computer generating this to the maximum ability of graphic designs. Look at that watch. Look at that. I need that NFT in my life. I'll sell that for $5,000 online.
So these are the basics of DALL-E.
Yes, that's just one of the bases of DALL-E. Let's go to Hot Rod real quick. I'm having fun now.
I knew that was gonna stay right there. Hot mods. Here we go.
Let's go to that bot.
It says let's modify
Any questions?
your
Feel
image
free.
into something really wild. Upload an image and let's go.
Okay. We ready? You ready in the... Uh-huh. That I don't know. We have to read that. I never been that far into the
Let me see.
explanation, but we definitely go back to it and we could understand what is paying for gas.
It says
Because I think it's more of a terminology of the computer world. Because remember, it's all digital language.
okay, it is a language. So it says minting an NFT requires a transaction on the blockchain, which incurs a fee known as gas.
Okay, so it's a terminology.
Yeah, the cost can vary based on the congestion of the network. And if you want further information, then you can prompt it
Yes, request
into
that. Yes,
um,
to better explain it to you.
The
You could
GPT
even
will better
ask
explain
it, can you take me step by step? Can you recommend me digital wallets? I will recommend you digital wallets. You looking for digital wallet? You don't know what is one? Coinbase is a digital wallet. That you could download. Samsung has a couple of them too. Because Samsung, well, let me put you up to date if you didn't know. A lot of these big tech companies already got their digital currencies. They just not, because it's not regulated by the government yet, they're not advertising them. But Facebook already has their digital currency. Elon Musk got his digital currency. GPT got their digital currency. Microsoft has their coming. So we're not going to get into the whole currency thing, because it's a big topic to try to understand what money is going to be, because money's not going to be dollars no more. Dollars already are only good to you to carry around until you waste it. The real money's coming. Real money's about to be released upon the face of the earth. And if you're not in it, it's not waiting for you. You have to go get it. You have to go fishing. But go ahead, hon.
all right, hot mods.
Okay, hot rods. Let's go, because I don't want to bore y'all, because I got data for years. We could be here for 5 hours, with different things, but I don't want to do that.
What do you wanna prompt it or use one of these
Let's
presets?
do a 19 Chevelle, 19, what was it? Monte Carlo. Let's do a Monte Carlo. What year was that? The best Monte Carlos, what year? Was it 90s? Give me a Monte Carlo, 80 or 1980 Monte Carlos with some Hot Wheels. Give it a color, put a purple color, lowrider. And you can make stickers out of this stuff. You want to sell stickers? You go online, you buy a nice Epson printer, and you start selling stickers. You laminate them and you sell them. You cut them out and you sell stickers for your kids and stuff. And
For anyone that is big into planning,
yes,
planners
planners.
can create stickers.
You could request a sticker. Can you
Make your own
create me a
line.
batch of stickers for honeybee? Because we into the honeybee thing. Honeybee stickers, and it'll give you multiple pictures of different honeys that you could print and cut them and use them for your planners, your diary.
Look at sorry guys.
Why you playing with us? We gonna have to do something about this
Play with your
technology.
emotions.
It's not fast enough. Facebook got to do something about this delay. I mean, YouTube. The image is coming. Oh man. Come on, man. We still waiting. Oh, look at that. Wow. Look at that car. Hit it, right?
Yeah.
Tap into it. That is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Google that. You're not going to find it. Search it. You're not going to see it. Tell him to give you a word picture of my name. Samuel Perez's name. Tell it to make it 3D in a galactic scene. Not yet. Look at that. I'm in the car. Hold on. Let me walk into the car. Yo, look at my car, yo. What's good? That's my whip right here. Okay. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Tell me, now, you know how much they would charge? A graphic designer would charge you to get that done? That's at least more than $200 or $300 of graphic design. Right there. I was in the wrong spot. Y'all ain't tell me I was not in the right spot. I had to be over here somewhere. We'll make it better. I'm planning to do my next AI in the virtual 3D world. That's my goal. I want to put this 3D and I could walk around it. That's some other plans that I'm working on to make it, because I have access to 3D platforms. So it'll be immersive, the experience when you watch it from your house. Oh, tell it to do a word picture of my name, but put las dos comitas al lado arriba. On my name, a word picture of my name. Make it 3D. Make it 3D. Give it the fonts gold. Well, you gotta see what I did the other day. I went and I found books, calligraphy books from my book library. So I took a picture of one of the stuff, the calligraphies, and I fed it, and I told it, use the image from these fonts to create my name with those fonts, and it did it. It read the font, it designed it, and it created my name with that font. ¿Cómo que no? Entonces vamos a botar eso. Oh man, I'm good, man. You see, you got me plugged up now. Now I'm excited here to continue, but no, we gotta go. I got things to do. At least any questions, at least you get the basics. Because remember, this technology is easy. It's just gotta, once you get exposed to it, there's many other stuff that you could do. But once you start more interacting with it, you will see how you evolve. But this is just basic stuff that we are playing with. We haven't gotten to physics, science, biology. This is DNA. Se te fue el avión. You send it already? Okay, yes, you can stop it. If you request, you can stop it. Oh, yeah, Purdue Perez New Flow. You want a new tattoo? Oh, you got to see the tattoos this thing comes out with. You can be like, give me a tattoo of this. They have tattoo. If you go to the Play Store, they have tattoo bots. Something nobody ever done, but like, yo, go ahead. Because if you go to the tattoo shop, already everybody got them tattoos. But you want something fresh out of the press. Talking about AI did my tattoo. You could sell tattoos now to people. Telling you, all them graphic designers, if they don't get into the wave, they're gonna be affected. And people be like, what about jobs? Well, there's a new way of working evolving, but you just got to get on top of it. You cannot keep waiting. Like I said, for the writing on the wall, the signs are here, the tools are here.
So I prompted, do a floating word picture of my name, Perez New Flow. Make it 3D, mirrored gold fonts, and add the symbols at the end, at the beginning and end.
What symbols?
Oh, I didn't do it.
Oh no, you don't have to put. No, that's well. Those two. What are they? That's for focus.
Oh.
So they can focus on the name. That's just for that. But I didn't inform you that. That's why. You got to see my Midjourney account with all my prompts. Look at that. Look at my name. Go ahead, babe. Hit it. That is nice, man. You didn't tell me you was looking at it already. We're gonna have a conversation. We're about to shut this light. Beep. With some interruption due to some technical difficulties. Look at this. Hold on. I can stand over here now. It's already open?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this. Take a picture of it from the phone.
I think you should stand
A little more.
No, move further down. Yeah. Keep coming more a little bit. Nah, because then you cut off.
Okay. Oh, because the camera, right?
Yeah, a little more further down.
Down?
Yeah. Down.
There?
A little more further down. Okay, now you want to turn around this way, looking at me. Turn more. More. Okay, a little bit more. There you go.
Okay, now we're looking at it.
There you go.
All right, take a picture. We'll be like this. But hold on. Oh, because it's reverse. It's reverse. AI got us wrong here. Man, technology. You know, I want to get a 360 camera because I could do this live on 360 view and you could see all 360. But for that, I had to create like a nice studio so I could walk around and 360 camera view. Because YouTube has the feature to create your videos or videos into 360 mode. You see, Facebook does 3D, but YouTube does 360. We could talk about that technology another time, because if not, 360 is the stuff that you could watch here. I could watch my videos here on 360. Is amazing because what it takes me here, what it feels out here an hour, and here feels like 30 minutes.
For real. And
you are here for an hour, and here you could be there for 2 hours and think you're only there for 40 minutes. This is nice. This came out very good, babe. Good job, babe. You a master prompter. This is six figure salary to prompt. They need people because you see, people think it's just about just write whatever. It's not about write whatever. It's about giving it the correct command. Because it needs emotions, style, tone, character. It knows how to read all that. What's that? We never had a computer that was able to read emotion, feelings. All right, anything else real quick before we go into, we could go to so much, but we're not, let's do one of the spiritual bots, babe, that I created for Bible scholars and people who like to study the Bible. I got to pick one from the ones that are on my list. There's 31 of them. I created 31. I'm going to keep creating until GPT be like, sir, you have too many bots in your list. Push it to the limit, people.
The Lord's Mind, a Covenant Guide. Apocalypse.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Y'all don't want to get into the apocalypse, into the book of Revelation. Yeah, some of y'all.
Lexicon, Greek Mind.
Let's do the Greek Mind. Because we're gonna give it our last prompt before we go to bar, and with this, we got 10 more minutes. We're gonna finish at 1 o'clock. The Greek Mind, you got it in there?
Yes.
What are the questions that it has?
It actually doesn't have any preset questions.
Okay, I didn't add, but you could add the preset questions to it. Well, let's do this better. Let's go create. So you can see how you create your own bot.
Okay. So
we're going to leave the Greek card alone.
First step.
The first step, once you're in this screen, you go to Explore. Hit the Explore tab. Explore GPTs. Okay, once you hit that, you can follow over there too if you want. Explore GPTs.
On the top
yep.
right of the screen, it says, there's a green button with a plus sign. It says Create. You click on that.
Correct. And that's your main page to create your bot. Like I said, you see, I'm not a savvy person, but I got tools. These bots could even be created out of mere image, just images. Oh, we gotta move over the esto, because on the YouTube no se ve bien. You don't see the green button.
I gotta hit which one again? The GPT
The
one
camera. Look for the camera. This is camera on the
is
list.
highlighted on camera.
And then grab it in the corner and then shrink it down. The red squares. Yeah, it might give you a couple of a hard time, but once you get the hang of it, you can move it. And then transition. Once you move it and adjust it, transition so we can see it better.
I believe so.
Okay. Well, we have a delay, so I won't know until we get them. So yeah, so you could feed it a picture, and you could tell it create a bot in reference to this picture. So what you want to do? A PDF file picture, or you just want to start from? Let's do PDF. I think there's a PDF book in there. If not, we'll find a PDF book from my drive. Let's give it an example. Go to open my drive real quick, hon. Google Drive. Google Drive is another amazing tool. We're not going to talk about the Drive. I do trainings too on Google products and services.
Your drive?
Yeah, go to my Google Drive and let's get a book. Find a book about. Give me an idea of a book.
Hold on, babe.
There's nothing in there. Yeah. Type. You're gonna type in there. On the search drive, you're gonna get a book. Let's get a book about what? Anything. You could do about math, science, business. Let's do business. I think I have a book in there about business. Type business, hon. Let's get a book for business. It's just gonna be a little delay. You see, you go to your Google Drive and you search for your book about business. Let me know when you find one. Social media marketing. There you go. You got the book. Hit it. Hit that book and download it. Once you hit the book, you download the book. I'm teaching you how to create your own GPT. So we're going to create a book about digital marketing, right? Social media digital marketing. Download. Okay. Cool. Now we go to chat. Once it's downloaded. Is it downloaded already? Did it already download? Okay. Good. Go to GPT and there's a little pin on the right side of the search bar from chat. See that little pin there on the side of the ChatGPT typing bar? That's where you get all your other features. If you hit it real quick, and you see it will open up your folder. If you have a folder, it will pop up your folder with all your stuff. Yeah. Okay.
So on the screen, it'll show right behind you, close to your legs.
Okay. Yeah, right there. That little pin, paper pin.
Yeah.
Poop.
So
You see?
it uploaded. Well, it's there now. I will have to hit the send
Yeah,
message.
Correct. No, when it finished loading, boom. Now it's on. Yes, sir. I'm sorry because I'm delayed. That's why. And you send. You could request. That's the thing. You could tell it. Well, I want to create a social media. You ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay. So you could start writing for the next prompt. I want to create a bot because remember you got to name it and you need an image for it. So it helps you build all that.
So now I'm gonna message GPT Builder.
Correct. Message them and tell them, I need you to focus this for my new business strategies of how to better create a digital footprint. That's another word for marketing. I'm just trying to be all sad. I'm trying to be technical here. You need your digital footprint. That means that, your LinkedIn got to be up to date. Your X got to be up to date. Your Instagram got to be up to date. And there's many other... Yeah, put on the mic so they can hear you.
The prompt. I need you to focus this for my new business in digital marketing.
Correct. Let's read real quick what I responded to the PDF that we fed it.
GPT Builder, great. You've uploaded a file titled Social Media Marketing 2021-22 Beginner's Guide to Making Money Online. Become a successful influencer through YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn algorithms. Start your passive income. Based on this, I'm assuming you want to create a GPT that specializes in social media marketing strategies and tips for beginners. This GPT could provide insights into using platforms like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn effectively for marketing and building a successful online presence. They might also offer advice on starting passive income and streams through social media. For the initial setup, roll and go, constraints, guidelines, clarification, personalization, and then it gives you the details to each one. Does this align with what you were thinking for the GPT's purpose?
Yes, you could answer yes or give it our
If you have
prompt.
any specific preferences or additional details, please let me know.
Okay,
So it's thorough in the questions as well.
correct.
So are we good with this, or you wanted to still prompt it? Because it sounds like the prompt sounds like what it already has.
Whatever you choose, hon.
Okay.
This is just giving you examples of the ability that it's giving you to do. You could even work with it, or you could give it your own commands. So after that, we're gonna request a name for it and a logo for the profile. Everything. I'm gonna show you one real quick. You could train the guys that need training to start business right here. What you want to do? Oh, I want to do this. You want to be a carpenter. You want to be, okay, come on. You could create bots. Sit down and create bots that help them how to start their business, how to start that, you know, how to file paperwork. If I can help you, what you need to file your license, how to register your business, how to start your website, what the introduction to your website, what to call your website. It gives you suggestions for that too.
So now it's asked, once you accept what they suggested, if you accept it to be as is, the next step would be, now let's choose a name for it. So it's also going to give you suggestions and names.
Correct.
Or you can, if you don't like it, you can work with it to to give you more options. It's giving us social media guru.
Which one y'all want? Pick one. Let's pick a name.
It's
Give,
just
give the
giving us
names. We
one.
could pick a name. You could tell it to give a name. Give me a list of names that suggest me 5 names to pick from. Now you understand me?
Yeah, luckily I like what he likes, because otherwise I would have been lost him. All right, so it gave us a list of 5 to pick from. Again, you can tweak it, tell it to give you 15, 20, etc.
Whatever names you
You
want.
still don't like what it gives you, keep prompting it until you find
It
what you
doesn't get
want.
tired, does not get angry. Bart, they got angry at me though.
Yeah. You could even tell it, can you give me can you blend it in and give me a name with each ones that are listed already?
Correct.
Okay, so it's giving us digital marketing mentor, influence insider, content strategy coach, social savvy advisor, engagement expert.
There you go. So if you're not happy with that, just pick one of those real quick so we could finish this bot and we could give the
I'm
last
gonna
10
pick
minutes.
number 1.
Number 1. I hope y'all liking this information. This is just basic. Even though it's a lot, it's still basic level information. But it's a lot to manage, I just hope that it starts at least the curiosity so people could be like, you know what, let me get into it, and watch tutorials. I'm just trying to wake up the curiosity. I won't be able to teach it all. It's too much to try to bring you up to date with everything that has happened in a year. You know what I'm saying? So much. And these things are happening every month. Something else is being upgraded, changed, added. Every month, some great news. There's a guy that I follow. His name is Matt Wolf. I recommend you on YouTube. Matt Wolf will keep you up to date with a lot of new technologies. This man, it's beyond...
Okay, so after we selected the name, it moves forward with the next step, which is to create a logo for your GPT. So it'll give you, according to the name you chose, a logo. And if you don't like it, of course, you can tell it to prompt another one. What do you think about this one?
No, tell it to make it photorealistic. I want it for... Because remember, also, you could find the names... Like, let's say Canon Rebel 7 style. You could tell it, I want it in the lens of a Canon 7 8K photorealistic style with the angle of a portrait zooming out. And it will do all that. You don't even zoom cameras. You're going to tell camera, wait, camera, do this, that, and the third. You won't even have to lens it, focus it.
I see it this way. If you've always wanted to be the boss, this is your time.
This is your time,
chance
yes.
and your time. You're the boss. You tell it exactly what you want it to do.
Yes. And you don't even have to, because it could help you to be specific. But like, I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to rephrase it. I'm looking for this and the third. Can you give me a suggestion? Your mind might not be able to produce it, but you could tell GPT, I'm not able to think it. Can you help me think it? And it will generate it for you.
I like this one.
You like that one? Let me see.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. also do like that it did the preset questions. You guys can see it
Oh, give us a preset
to your left.
questions.
So how can I grow my Instagram following? How should I start with LinkedIn marketing?
Nice.
What are the latest trends in social media marketing? Can you suggest strategies for YouTube growth? I love it because it like the most difficult or complicated questions you can think of is the first four right there. And
Yes.
you can start off from there.
Yes. And remember, we only fed it one book. You could feed it up to, I have fed it up to 12 to 14 books. I fed my bots. So all my bots got more than 10 books in it. And this is just one book. They got, and look how much it generated. Because it's not only using the book you feed it, but it's using everything else that they have in their back end. They say that the servers they use to produce this type of information, the energy these servers are generating, you could see this from space light up. That's how much energy these AIs are generating. Yeah,
Wow.
because it's a lot of energy
And it's not being used to its maximal potential.
at all. They say more than 80. Say that only 86% of Americans do not know about GPT, and I guess like 50% or so are using it still on level 1.
All right,
And
so
we're
what do
reading
you think
in
of this
Chapter
what do you
GPT
think of this
5.
logo?
That logo, I like that. That's cool. That's interesting. If
Okay.
it meets the target search, you know.
All right, so we're gonna go with this logo.
Yeah, networking, you see the whole network stuff. Yes, I love those little strands. That's the brain networking.
Yep.
I got my brain. I create a Cerebral Think bot that is just focusing on the brain development. My idea was to create a bot that I could know how to build it because, when you go to trauma situations, you fracture your brain. I know you ever seen that movie Fracture in Netflix? He falls and he amazing movie. Watch it. It's
I want
about
to
a
see it.
father, Fracture. He fell and he woke up to a different reality. His family was dead and he didn't even know. And he couldn't find his family. It's a very psychological movie, and that he deals with to the end. They start telling him your family is dead already. Like, this is what happened. And they start telling him the story. And then he starts remembering little by little what happened. It was a fall. When he fell over, he fractured his skull, so he lost. And people go through that. Like, I learned that some people, you think they're lying to you. It's not they're lying to you. It's that their brain has been through so much trauma that they don't know what reality from false is. And you'll be like, you making that up. You're like, no, this is real. And you'll be like, no, you're lying to me. You fall in this whole argument because you think they're lying to you. But there's some people who are mentally fractured to that level. So I wanted to create something that helps people how to recreate that part of the brain that has been through strokes. Remember, you lose some part of your brain function. And through colors, sounds, that's what I did. I fed it color, books, the chemistry of colors, chemistry of proteins, music, sounds. I fed it all this. And I wanted to create something that helps me develop my brain.
All right. So we have 5 more minutes left. So now I told it we are going with this logo, and it responded, great choice. The logo you selected will be a fantastic representation for the digital marketing mentor. Now let's move on. This is the next step to refining the interaction style of the GPT. How detailed should the responses be? Would you prefer concise, straight to the point advice, or more comprehensive explanations with examples? This will help tailor the GPT's interactions to better suit your needs. I would prefer the latter.
Okay.
Right, so let's go with the second choice.
You could put 2. You put 2. If it's a second choice, you could just put a number 2. It understands. You don't gotta be that detailed. It will be detailed for you. Oof. This is good. This is good. Any more questions you have so far? It was worth the trip. I'm glad.
Well,
I'm
it
glad.
picked one.
It picked one. Okay, so you could tell it, but go back to it.
Because there is 2 questions here. One is one question, and one is like a 2-part question.
Okay, so I guess now you could be more specific
Okay.
and be like, well, I want the second suggestion for the name, for the style of this bot.
Let me tell it this.
Remember, this is a 5th grader could use this all the way to a senior. When they made this technology, was for everybody to interact with it. So there's no age restrictions, when it comes down to the process, math problems, questions, recipes. You want recipes? You need a recipe for something to eat. You got a date. Write me a poem for my date tonight. Where you recommend me to take it to eat? what plate food. Like you want to go to a fancy restaurant that you don't know the menu. If I go to this restaurant, can you tell me what you recommend? What we're gonna be eating? Break down the wine. We when we go wine shopping, we take pictures and we feed it the wine.
Yeah.
What does this wine bring? What does this wine offer? Because now we in the bougie style. we buying wines and cheese.
Yeah, what cheese will complement
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
what
And
dessert,
we
yeah.
got 6 months age cheese, 12 months age cheese.
Creating
We
our
like,
own
what is it? I don't know. It sounds good. Let's take it.
And we go home and create our own charcuterie board.
We got Shakur, right? Shakur board over there. But AI be helping us. Okay.
All right, we're almost done here.
Music. If you want music, it creates music. It writes music for you. You know?
All right.
Yes. Go ahead. You could be your own. You thought we were your own man band. With this technology, you're really your own one man band.
So it took the option I gave it. I said, let's actually go with the more comprehensive explanations with example option. It updated. And then it says, now that we have that, now let's discuss personalization. How would you like GPT to tailor its responses? Should it maintain a formal tone or be more casual and friendly? Additionally, is there any specific way you want it to engage with users, like using motivational language or certain type of humor? This is dope.
Yes, we're not gonna continue because it's almost finishing. But I want to leave it there. I want to go to bar real quick so we can finish this last couple of minutes in bar.
We have 1 minute left.
Well, 1 minute. We got one more. Can I get it? Can I buy a vowel? Type bar. You can go to bar2 bard.com. That's Google's.
Bard.google.com.
Thank you. That's Google's AI. That's one of them because they created Gemini. Gemini. We're not even gonna talk about Gemini. Whoever seen the movie Gemini? You seen the movie Gemini with Will Smith? Gemini. It's one of the astrology signs that means twin. That's why they gave it that name, Gemini. But we're not gonna get into that. You know, we're not going into stars right now. That's in another conversation. Good. So this is bar real quick, fast. You know, because if my wife don't control me, trust me, she knows. I won't be able to know where to stop because this is a lot. Let's use bar real quick, fast, and for basic. This is like GPT. But the difference between GPT is that GPT features to get on the web are different. So, but BAR has access to the World Wide Web, www, right? So you may to understand the logic or the physics of this is that the World Wide Web is bigger than any books that we have out there. World Wide Web is the World Wide Web. You know, so BAR has access to the World Wide Web. So when you communicate with it, it will give you suggestions and it will give you links where to elaborate on a subject or research. It will do all that. It will tell you here you can find it. You can go here. And this member, Google has. I don't know. Okay, you know, I'm getting depressed now because trying to explain things, you know, But you'll get it. You go ask Bart what it's capable of doing. But I want to do something with my emails. I want to tell Bart, Bart, can you find my PSNG bill and my email? Because I gave it permission to have access to my email, my Google Drive, to all Google platforms, Google Documents, Google Slides, Google, what is it? Excel, right? That's the sheets, Google Sheets. What else? Because this does all that. It does spreadsheets. You don't know math? You can feed us. They give a report. Oh, I need you to give me a graph. This report. Break it down for me. Like, all right, take a picture of it. Tell Google or tell AI. I need this in a list to give it to my manager as a report for tomorrow. Break it down.
This is gonna be my assistant.
Bro, that is about to 86% of America's workforce is about to be destabilized because of this. And a good 80% of women are going to lose their jobs because half of these works are done by women. Filing, computer data, storing, all that. Remember, this is not in the physical world yet. We got to give it a body. The body's going to be the robots when they start creating them. So right now, it's just in the digital world. So right now, is that you need to learn it and start learning how to do robots. So when you buy your robot, you know how to program your robot. But we're going to go ahead, babe.
So I asked it to find my PSENG bill in my emails, and it said I found several emails from PSENG about your bills,
Hmm. Uh-oh.
and it listed all of them.
Okay. So you could hit one of them.
And not only does it list it, it shows you
Everything.
your emails and with the dates.
Yeah, que that. I know I owe my PSNG bill, so don't mind me, people.
No, I scrolled, so it doesn't show because I guess this is the important part we want to show.
Correct. Yes, but it will that.
'Cause that part-
Okay, that's emails. Let's do books. I need a book about, let's say, kids. Find in my library, in my drive, look in my drive for a book about children development. It reached the email and went to YouTube. YouTube has their own AI coming too. There's already tools for AI with YouTube that it helps you watch. I don't watch videos no more. I copy and paste their transcript. I feed it to AI. I summarize it, and then I take it into my platforms and I reinvented it with my platform. That's another skills in our with YouTube.
I found 2 books about children's development in your drive: a handbook of child psychology and developmental science, and principles and practice of lifespan developmental neuropsychology. And then it gives you the PDFs and the date they were downloaded.
And the last one, so we can get out of here, because if not, y'all won't come back for the next one. Pictures. We're not gonna do that one. You could tell it, I need Angelica on my pictures. Can you find her for me? And it will find all the pictures. Park. I was at the park. Can you find me? I was at the park at Branchbrook Park. Can you find me those pictures? Because you're looking for a specific picture. You could put it Branchbrook Park. I was at a restaurant. Can you find me a picture of the restaurant? I was at a birthday party. It has face recognition to your pictures, so it will find it by their face. It could find it by their name that you uploaded the picture with, by the location, and so on. I know you learned some new stuff too today, right? This is what I do for the weeks and weeks and weeks. This is what I sit home that people don't hear me or hear me. This is what I'm doing, learning this technology to be able to put it in a way that you, the people, could get it and grow. So thank you, Bay. Thank you for your assistant. Thank you for coming by. Give me your name again. Trevor, to coming by. I appreciate. I hope this is not the first time that we'll be able to network, and whatever you need, I'm at your service. And have a and I can guarantee you this thing, I never repeat, because there's so much happening. There might be some things we might be retouch, but there's always new things. I'm so in tune with so many other things, that this is just the basic of 2 AIs. I didn't talk about Perplexity. I just found Perplexity. Go to Perplexity real quick. Type Perplexity. This one is hot. GPT is hot for me. Amazing. That's all I use. BART is dope. Perplexity is in another level, but it's still not mature. Perplexity is another AI. You could start playing with it. Perplexity still needs to work on. It already failed me because I've been playing with it so much that I already could feel their style of how they respond and how they provide the information. Perplexity just came out, I think, a couple of months ago. It's also a new AI platform. This one, it's developed in such a structured way. This is when it's more structured than GPT. And if you look at it, it's almost as GPT style, but this one it's a little, has more features. Real quick, babe, tell it real quick. Can you tell me the stock market for Google Inc.? It does trading. You want to know trading information? Sports. They got one for sports. They got AI for sports now. When the guys that want to start betting, you want to know what's your chances, what's the scores, who's getting drafted, who's getting picked. This is beyond levels of abilities. If you're not dreaming, you need to start dreaming big, because the world has expanded to a different dimension. What are we looking at, Bun? Numbers. Okay. That's just a quick breakdown about the stocks for Google Inc. And it gives you suggestions on questions, right? What's the price, their opening, their high, their lows. You want to learn about stocks? Oh man, I'm concerned. Don't be people. There's something that I could tell you today. What is today? 1/20/24. Don't be afraid, and you're not gonna lose. When you lose fear, you will lose fear, but you will gain everything else that fear has kept you from gaining. Don't be afraid of it no more. Get in it. Jump. You don't know, ask. Knock. The Bible says, knock and shall be open. Seek and you shall find. Good night. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thanks again, Trevor. Thanks again to my beautiful wife for assisting us there. By the time we done with this training, forget it. She gonna be the mastermind on prompting. I'm gonna sit down over there with Trevor, but I'm gonna tell her to teach. Thank you guys. You can stop the live. Look for the this OBS over there on that computer, on the TV monitor. It's in the TV. You was? Yes.